Hello everyone and welcome back to Fantom Sports Industries. My name is Joe Soisson. I'm a contributor for Fantom's hockey content. Today I wanted to shift our focus away from the NHL and onto the NCAA because college hockey has about 2 or 3 weeks left of its regular season, and from there it's on to conference playoffs, and from there on to the Frozen Four. So the focus of my video today is to talk about some of the top performers in college hockey this year. This is my top 10 players in the NCAA today. At number 10, Trey Augustine. The goalie out of Michigan State is one of the most experienced goalies in the nation today. He's won a gold medal for Team USA's World Junior team as well as their U18 team. But his most impressive stat this year is his win percentage, 6th best in the nation at 73.1%, and his save percentage is 91.7%. That's 13th best in the nation. His goals against average is 2.87, which seems a little high, but you have to remember the Spartans are averaging 34.1 shots against per game. And Augustine has started all but 3 games this year. In other words, the Spartans are very reliant on Augustine's performance, and Michigan State is currently ranked number 6 in the nation, largely in part to Augustine's effort between the pipes. Number 9, Jackson Blake. The forward from North Dakota, the sophomore from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, he is just on a whole nother level right now. Tied for the 7th most points in the nation, he's got 10 more points than anyone else on his team. His shot is lethal, 87 shots this year, and he's tied for the 9th most goals in the nation. Tack on 4 power play goals and 4 game-winning goals, teams have to plan around his offensive output. And all of this culminates in him having the 11th best points per game average in the nation. He was a 4th round draft pick in the 2021 NHL draft, and right now Carolina would be glad to have him because Jackson Blake looks like he's worth every penny. At number 8, Ian Shane. When it comes to goaltending, it is hard to argue with the best win percentage in the league. And that's what Ian Shane has. He has won 81% of his starts this year. He's got the best goals against average in the nation. And that's by a significant margin. 1.62 goals against average. That's 0.25 ahead of second place in that category. And in save percentage, he's tied for the 9th best in the nation. Of his 35 total goals against this year, 15 of them have come on the penalty kill, when you're expected to be on the back foot. Now, Cornell's defense is strong, only allowing about 22 shots against per game. But the backbone of defensive stats is goaltending, and right now, Ian Shane has elevated this Cornell squad to be the number 12 ranked team in the nation because of his goaltending. At number 7, Rutger McGroarty, forward from Michigan. It's been a tougher season for Michigan, but they're weathering the storm thanks to Rutger McGroarty. His 36 points are the most of any Wolverine this season so far, and it ties him for the 11th most points in the nation. His 26 assists are 9th most in the nation, that's also 2nd best on the team, and he's tied for the 5th best points per game average in the nation. Some subtle things also stand out when you watch Rutger McGroarty play. Not very many negative plays. He is plus 14 on the season, which is tied for the best plus minus on the team. His leadership, invaluable. Named captain of both Michigan and Team USA at World Juniors. He was the 14th overall pick of the 2022 draft, but the way he has played and conducted himself this year, it feels like he is ready for the NHL today. At number 6, Colin Graf from Quinnipiac. The defending national champions lead point scorer. What else do you need? 16 goals this year, that's most on the team. 22 assists, most on the team. And that's with 5 games missed due to injury. On top of that, he's the icing on the cake when it comes to power plays. He's got 6 of the Bobcats' 23 power play goals this year. Yet another most on the team. He's got the 3rd best points per game average in the nation, and he shockingly hasn't been drafted by any NHL organization yet. By the way, he is bulked up from last season. He's now 1 inch taller, so he's 6'1", and he gained 15 pounds, so he is not easy to shove around. Quinnipiac is a smart, talented squad, but they are just not the same without him. That's why Colin Graf takes number 6 on my list. At number 5, Kyle McClellan, the goaltender out of Wisconsin. Look, the Badgers are ranked number 4 in the nation right now, and Kyle McClellan is a massive reason why. Number 1 save percentage in the nation. 3rd best goals against average in the nation. He's won 75.9% of his starts this year. That's also 3rd best in the nation. And 6 of those starts have resulted in shutouts. And he's putting up these numbers in the Big Ten Conference, which is one of the tougher hockey conferences. It means he's going up against number 1 Minnesota, number 4 Michigan, number 11 Michigan State, number 17 Penn State. Now those rankings have obviously changed, but that's what they were ranked when Wisconsin played them. The senior is a finalist for the Mike Richter Award, which goes to the best goalie in the NCAA each season. And if Wisconsin continues to win the way they have been, McClellan will find his name etched onto that hardware at the end of the season. At number 4, Cutter Gauthier, Boston College. Cutter Gauthier is a Hobey Baker candidate for a reason. Tied for the most goals in the nation right now with 23. Tied for the 7th most points in the nation with 39 total. He's averaging almost 1.5 points per game, 1.44. That's the 8th best average in the nation. And he's only a sophomore. He's got 4 more points than his freshman year with 3 less games played. He's also one of the most clutch players. 5 game-winning goals this season. That's tied for the 3rd most in the nation and tied for the most among any player in the top 20 ranked teams today. Gauthier was the 5th overall pick of the 2022 draft, and Anaheim will be glad to have him in the near future. At number 3, Massimo Rizzo. Rizzo is the leading point scorer for the Denver Pioneers this season. He is one of the smartest players on the ice. 34 assists so far, and that's the most in the NCAA. He's 2nd in points in the nation, and just 1 point behind first place. By the way, his 44 points are just 3 away from his career best, and he still has 8 games remaining on his schedule. On top of all this, he has a plus-minus of positive 24. That's the best plus-minus of any skater among the top 5 ranked teams in the nation. The junior was a 7th-round draft pick by the Carolina Hurricanes in 2019, and for the past few years, he's been going to their development camp. Vision, expertise, and heating up as things go along, that's what you get out of Massimo Rizzo. At number 2, Macklin Celibrini. The forward out of Boston University is a true sniper out there on the ice. Tied for the most goals in the NCAA right now with 23 this season. He's been money on the power play, 8 goals this season when man up. Tack on 3 game-winning goals this year as well. He's got the 3rd most points in college hockey, only 3 behind the current leader. And it's only his freshman year. Let's not forget, he also played on Team USA during the World Juniors, so there's international experience here as well. And it has not been an easy schedule for BU either. They played against UMass, North Dakota, Maine, Quinnipiac, Cornell, Boston College. These are elite programs, all of them currently ranked in the top 20. And Celibrini has made them work for every inch of ice in those matchups. Celibrini is giving you a very good reason to believe that he will be the #1 overall draft pick when the NHL draft rolls around in June. At number 1, Gabe Perreault, the forward from Boston College. Look, he leads the NCAA in points right now with 45 this season, and he is only a freshman. By the way, he's only played 27 games this year. That gives him the best average points per game at 1.67. He also has 32 assists, which is the second most of any player in the NCAA. So it's both shooting and passing that are firing on all cylinders. On the international stage, he was second in points for the U18 World Championship, and he was tied for the 4th most points at the World Juniors this year in Sweden. The New York Rangers drafted him 23rd overall in last year's draft, and I'm convinced he's playing like the steal of that draft. Vision and handling are just next level on this kid, and that's why Gabe Perreault takes my #1 spot on this list. And that's going to be it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like our content, be sure to scroll down below this video and click that like button. While you're down there, also click that subscribe button to get notified of future uploads to this very channel. Also, be sure to check out our official website. That's phantomsportsindustries.com. Once again, my name has been Joe Soisson, and from all of Fantom Sports Industries, we hope you had a lovely Valentine's Day, and we hope to see more of you next time.